Hey creative friends, welcome to today, which is Friday. It's Friday and this is Ketchikan day. So Brian's still resting. So I'm gonna go up and have breakfast. But today's Ketchikan day. We should get there about 11. It's only like 7 o'clock now. So I'm just gonna go sit in the Lido deck, have some coffee and read. I got my little Kindle book. And Ketchikan's gonna be awesome. It's going to be a beautiful day. Did get Friday. All right, you guys. So we have done several things. We've had breakfast. We've been to the Future Cruise Desk where we've already booked another 2-week cruise because we love it. And the one we're doing, will go to a whole bunch of different places. And here's the guy again. The guy who is so fun.
Welcome back.
Morning.
Breakfast time.
Guy's the best. This guy's the best.
Hi.
I know it.
Cheers. I'm Ali this morning. I am Faisal Hill from Whole America Line, the most handsome waiter.
Yeah, that's it.
And
You
good
guys.
day, and see you on my YouTube as well. Okay, follow, subscribe, and like. Thank you.
Okay, bye. He did my advertisement for me. Did you see that? What a good guy. All right, we're just going to get some coffee, but we're excited because we're going to see salmon and stuff because our next cruise is way at the end of the season, which we've never been on that one that late during the year. So it's exciting. So let's just sit down and enjoy our view. Actually, the thing is, yes, we came out here just to sit in the Lido deck and enjoy the view because what time is it, dear? 10:45. We still have about an hour and 45 minutes before we even get to port. And it's Ketchikan. We've been there several times and Brian's knee is bad. So actually we're probably not going to do a lot of walking around Ketchikan. We'll go a little bit, but not tons. And we don't have any excursions planned. So we're just going to enjoy our day. So we're going to enjoy right here and then we'll go into Ketchikan in a little bit. All right, we have been going along Ketchikan now and we're coming around the corner and you can see the front of another cruise ship. And apparently there's supposed to be 6 cruise ships in Ketchikan today. It's going to be so busy, which is why we've decided we're just going to find a nice place, get maybe a cup of coffee, and sit and do some people watching because that would be awesome. This is super cute. We just came back to kind of pick up our sweaters and things before we go shore. And this little elephant was on our bed. He's so cute. Look at that, the towel folding. What does it say? Tonight the ship's clocks will move forward 1 hour. Oh, little notice. And these are little chocolates. So cute. They gave us ice. They know Brian puts ice on his knee when we come back from excursions. But isn't that cute? Well, coming up to the port here, and you can see there's... Am I looking at the right spot? Yeah. There's another Holland America ship in there already. And actually, our friends were supposed to be on that ship. Some folks that the husband used to work with my husband at work before they retired. And actually, they were going to meet us here and we were going to have coffee because their ship left, maybe just an hour or two after our ship arrives. So we were just going to grab some coffee. But unfortunately, his wife was positive for COVID, so they had to cancel their entire cruise. But you know, they do give you a credit for a future cruise, so who knows? Maybe they'll be back on another cruise here in a few months. But that's the ship I believe that they were supposed to be on, and we were supposed to kind of cross paths, which would have been fun. But there's the rest of Ketchikan. I can't wait to might go up to Creek Street, depends on how Brian's knee's doing, but we've been here several times, so we're not going to miss anything, but it would be fun to just walk around a little bit. I brought my book that I keep track of what I've uploaded on my channel so that I can hopefully sit down and take some time to upload some more videos because the internet on the ship doesn't support that kind of uploading and downloading of those big files. But you also can't do it necessarily on your cell phone when you're on the ship because this ship is registered in Norway. So if you put your cell phone on cell phone and you use it like a cell phone, we learned this from a cruise we were on when Brian's mom passed away and I was texting his sister back and forth even though we were in port, I was on the ship and we were texting back and forth during that time. When I got back, I found out there were all these international charges. And then I discovered that the ships are registered internationally. So when you're on board, it picks up on their cell towers. So it's like an international call. So we have to wait until we get off the ship. Even though we step off the ship, it'll automatically connect to like that cell phone tower over there. And then suddenly we're no longer international calling. So that's a tip. If you ever go to take a cruise, put your phone on plane mode while you're on the ship, and no texting and stuff, but you can get the internet and you can like message through Messenger and Facebook and things like that. So that's just a tip. We're still pulling up further, but this is such a beautiful day, and I love this. Is the first time we've really seen the houses this clearly.
It's the first time we've come in this way. We always usually come in
the other way. Yeah, I kind of sit here and dream about how neat it would be to sit at your table with a cup of coffee and look out your window and watch the cruise ships go by. I think that would be really cool. And I decided that if I did that, it would be, my favorite would be from, where is it? That little red house right there. I just like that little red house. I don't even know if it's little, but I know that I don't want a big house like that big one up there. But that just seems perfect. Just kind of snuggled away. It's got the perfect little window to sit at your table and watch the cruise ships.
That one right there.
Which one? The blue one?
Yeah.
Brian likes that blue one.
Well, no.
Where?
The blue.
The little one in front of the blue one? Or the red one? There's like a...
That blue one.
Not the big pointy blue one?
To the right bottom. Okay, you got the big round thing. And you got the gray thing. To the one next to it.
Yeah.
Blue one.
A blue one. Right there. So pretty. Anyway, I just like the way they all look. So I'm excited about how beautiful our day is going to be and the things we're going to get to do and see. All right, I found a place. Right here. Let me see if I can make it go bigger. There it is. Check it out. The Burger Queen. I don't know if we're in that area. We'll have to check it out. Just because it's the Burger Queen. There we are. Welcome to Ketchikan, the salmon capital of the world, and the cruise that we just booked. Specifically, one of the things that we got the time was because when we come next time, the salmon actually will be going right up the creek, down over there by Creek Street in Ketchikan, and we'll be able to watch all those salmon going upriver. So amazing. All right, we're off the ship, and the first... That is the Westerdam, the Holland America Westerdam, and then here we are in the New Amsterdam. So there's two Holland America ships back to back. All right, so we're at the beginning of Creek Street, and you can see the sign right there, Creek Street. So we're gonna walk down there. I just love it.
There's a seal in the water.
Where?
Right,
there's a seal
there.
In the water. Oh, okay. We'll have to.
Pylon.
We'll have to go check it out. Anyway, this is a whole bunch of fun, Creek Street. So I'll do a few little videos of Creek Street. And then we didn't actually have to walk very far, as right there, that brown building is where they do like the lumberjack show. And then just beyond that is where the ships are parked. Okay, like I was talking about where you could see the lumberjack show. If you look, right there's the front and the top of the ship that we're on. Right there's the stacks and all the floors. That's our ship right behind those buildings. I want to read you this because there is the neatest little yellow house right here.
People still live here.
People still live here? So cool. Okay, so it is 20 Creek Street, circa 1920. Beatrice Green, the last working woman. For half a century, this house, like so many on Creek Street, was part of Ketchikan's notorious red light district, where both fish and men came upstream to spawn. The fish once, many of the men repeatedly. Its most famous resident was Beatrice Green, who began to ply her trade here in 1947. That's actually not that long ago. In 1954, when authorities brought an end to the open prostitution on Creek Street, most of the ladies left town, retired, or moved to other neighborhoods. A few, including Beatrice Green, simply went underground. Following the crackdown, she played a game of cat and mouse with the local police, entertaining gentlemen callers when she thought she could get away with it, lying low when the heat was on. This is an adorable house. I think it's great. All right, so that's kind of what Creek Street was about. It was a place for minors to come and drink and, we'll say, be entertained. Are you entertained?
I'm always entertained.
Yep. All right, but now there's super cool little gift shops and jewelry stores and things like that. Smoked salmon you can get here. So it's just a neat walk. So we're going to find a place to sit down, check some voicemails and things like that, and relax on Creek Street. Okay, we're going to come down this. I would live in number 1 and number 2, these houses right here, in like 2 seconds flat. Anyway, this is pretty incredible. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? And this salmon is so pretty. I'm going to get closer and you can see it's like wee tiles that are iridescent and they just look beautiful on this salmon sculpture. So when we come back on in next September, we apparently are going to be able to watch the salmon come up here, right up Creek Street and up those little falls. That's going to be a very, very cool trip. So we're going to go find a place to sit down now. But isn't this beautiful? We got to sit on a place where we can sit and watch this beautiful little creek. So this house is number 4 Creek Street. And so many of these houses have these little plaques on the wall, but I want to read this one. This is Annie's place. It was built in 1920, and she was known for standing up for the women on the creek. Number 4 was built at the beginning of Creek Street's heyday. With the passage of Prohibition in 1919, downtown bars were closed, and drinking, gambling, and drugs joined the prostitution on Creek Street. Annie Watkins, a black woman from Arkansas, bought this house in the 1920s. Like most of the madams on the creek, Annie was her own boss. The women were strong-willed, independent, and business-minded individuals. They lived in their own houses and were active members of the community. Annie was known for her colorful Southern speech and respected for her fiery defense of Creek Street women. When holier-than-thou crusaders launched campaigns to clean up the creek, Annie countered with articulate letters to the editor. When prostitution ended in 1954, Annie, like few of the women, stayed in her home and continued to work when she could get away with it. It was her business, and number 4, Creek Street, was her home. She made no apologies. Annie lived in this house until her death in 1966. She rests in the nearby Bayview Cemetery, far from her Arkansas roots. Or Arkansan roots. Sorry, I misread that. Anyway, this is the cutest thing, and I just love that it's straight across from this great little creek where Brian's leaning. There he is. I just have to, this is that number 4 I just read you about. I just have to stop on the way out of Creek Street and look at this. This is just beautiful. I could stand here for hours and look at that. It's pretty incredible. And here's another little viewing platform across from the huge salmon. Oh, so fun. And there's that blue number 4. I'm just gonna do a... And actually they have it about 50% capacity, so it's not crowded at all. But it's been a fun trip, and our weather, and oh my gosh,
Just like this.
it's been perfect.
Beautiful.
Our weather the whole time. I just, you know, you guys, I don't know if you know that I grew up in Houston, Texas, and this kills me. It's so funny. Because really, we always thought that there were two kind of people in the world, Texans and those that wish they were, and clearly in Alaska they've got us beat. All right, you guys, we're coming back up from Ketchikan into the ship. My favorite thing is the mind your head thing. Like, how tall are you? That's pretty awesome. Anyway, here we are, getting back in the ship. Okay, friends, here we are. We are pulling away from Ketchikan, Alaska, and we are having mango, what is it? Mango ginger splash. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
They're non-alcoholic. They're super good. But anyway, you can see there we are. Gonna head out to the ocean. And now our next stop is the day after tomorrow, Vancouver, Canada, where we will fly back to Oregon. So I'll do a little video on the ship tomorrow just because there's some activities. But other than that, for today, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.